Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll. Well, today, or I should say tonight, I want to come to you with a video of two of my dolls that I had. Well, it's not actually two. Let's back that up. It's one doll that I got when I was about 9 years old from an aunt of mine named Aunt Gail and Uncle Kevin. They came to visit us from up north of Canada, and they came down to visit us, and it was right around my birthday in August, and they brought me a birthday doll. I couldn't believe it. In this paper bag, I opened it up. I was right at their car, and I just said, "Is that for me?" And she goes, "Yes." "Do you want it now?" I go, "Yes." And out came this doll that was just beautiful to me. I still have her to this very day. But now when you look at dolls, what type of doll was she? She was just a grocery store doll that was just at the time. But to me, she was the most wonderful thing that I ever received. And that's just how much I was in love with dolls then. And today I still have her, and I still do have her original dress. So I have in front of me the tub, and she needs to have her dress cleaned. Now the other thing is that my doll has went through quite a bit. I played with her, and I mean I played with her. She never went anywhere. She followed me from my home all through my childhood, my teenage years, till I got married, packed away, unpacked, packed away, stayed away for years here. And now I found her, and her dress was never on her. It was always separate from her. I could never keep her dress on her, but I always found her dress. I knew I always had her dress. So that's the marvelous part about it, that I still had her dress. And I don't have her panties, and I don't have her socks or her shoes. But I've got shoes here that replicate what she was probably wearing at the time. So, but here's the other twist to it. I have two of them. I found another one years later, I think it was just about a year or so ago. I found a second one just like my doll. And I went, oh my goodness, I've got to get her because I know who she is. I forget her name. I know what I named my doll. My doll was named Susan. And this one I'm going to call Suzette because I want to keep them in the same line so I don't forget them. So I have Susan and Suzette. So anyways, they come with a drink. They're like a little girl doll, but they have the ability with, they have a hole in your mouth so that you can give them a bottle, but they're actually too big to have a bottle when you look at the doll itself. And I show her to you in a few minutes here. And you're going to go, why would she have a bottle for? But it upset me because she had a hole in her mouth, but no place to pee. So I put a little slit in the back of her bum so that she could pee. So here she is. She's, like I say, she's not an extraordinary up and beyond doll, but she was my childhood doll. One of them. There she is right there. She's got this wool dress on her. And this is mine. And I'll show you that I put the slit in her bum. There's the slit. But along the way, she's cracked in here. And you can see there's some problems in here. Now, down the road, I would like to fix her. But she's dirty. She needs to be cleaned. She needs a hair wash. We will be doing that to her. Now, let's take a look at her friend. Here's her friend. The same doll. We'll put them side by side in a minute. And she is in her original dress. I'm going to take it as her original dress because it matches the black leotard. She needs elastic in her leotards here, and she has her little shoes. So I believe this is all original to her. It really befits the time and everything. So let's put them side by side. There they are, side by side. Aren't they gorgeous? They're going to make good friends with one another. So anyways, this one's been kept a lot cleaner than mine. She still has her original bow. That's why I know this dress probably went with her. You know, this little bear dress. So anyways, I believe they're just grocery dolls. Grocery store dolls. Now here's her dress that mine came in. She came in this little dress here with the back. I'm going to kind of just cut this a little bit, like some of this frayed stuff off. And we're going to put this dress back on her again. It's not very much to it at all. Actually, this little girl has a better dress than what mine did in a sense. But I like the pattern on here. I like the little flowers and everything. The little apples or cherries, whatever they are there. You know, I still like her dress. So anyways, I'm going to pour some water in here. I don't need all this. Look at this. And I'm just going to put some whitening in there. I did not bring any spoons with me. I thought I was prepared. Did I not bring something over here? I thought I had something. Well, I guess I don't. Well, maybe just knock some in there. Let's see. Ooh, well, let me just take our hands. I'm going to put my hands in this anyways. We're going to clean this doll's dress up anyhow. There we go. Just let it sit in this and get some whitening on it. My daughter and I sat down today, I bought this movie called Who Slew Annie Rue with Shelley Winters in it. And I remember it as a kid. It has Mark Lester and Chloe Frank, who played the little girl and boy. My daughter and I, we laughed through it for a scary movie, as it was supposed to be. In there, actually, Shelley Winter plays where a lady was supposed to be like the witch from Hansel and Gretel, but she really wasn't all that harmful. But anyways, we were talking about it afterwards. What did this lady do to deserve to be like known as a witch, you know? But we get the idea of the story and everything. But, you know, she really wasn't going to eat the children, you know, put it this way. But this is a story that happened about the 1920s, late 1920s, I would say, mid-late 1920s. So you get to see old dolls in there. Oh, I was like, oh, old dolls. Okay, we're going to put this in here, and we're going to let it soak. And we're going to, I think maybe what I'll do is too, this sweater, now this sweater does not go with her at all. The sweater is not part of her. Actually, it subtracts from her what they were trying to portray of her back in her day, in the early 70s. Now, if I was 9 years old at the time, this would be 1970. So let's take off this dress. We'll just soak it as well. It won't hurt it any. So there we go. We'll just give it a nice little soak because it's been through the mill as well. So we're just going to put that in there as well. There we go. We'll take off her shoes. We'll put her leotards in there because they're going to need an elastic fed through them so we can keep them up on her hiney. Okay, so there we go. And there. So stay updated with me up on the videos if you want to see her outcome and how she turns out and everything. I think she'll turn out pretty good. And there we go. They're soaking in the tub. I'll lift you up so you can see them. There they are. And let's see how nice and white they become. And we'll give them a nice rinse before I leave here. I'm going to give them a rinse, and that'll be the end of that. And then we'll just let them air dry. And then we'll iron up the dresses, what we can iron up. And yeah, it should be pretty good here. But these are not, like I say, pricey, over-expensive dolls at all. They're just run-of-the-mill dolls. They're going to need their hair washed, and maybe we'll put a few curlers in it and whatnot. Give them a little bit of a wave. They got wavy hair already. And, yeah, that's all they need is just a little bit of love, and watch them come right along the way. Casper's coming along really good. I had to cut off his hood, so now I'm making a paper hood right now so I can understand what parts are missing around his head, and then I can make up and fill in the rest of what is needed to go on him. So I'm going to pin it to the hood itself, and I know what parts and then lay it out. I got the parts all cut out, and then what I'm going to do is put the cloth parts together with the paper, and then I know what parts I'm going to have to build up in the pattern itself, because there's pieces missing from his hood. So anyways, the clock is ticking on that, so I got to keep moving. So we'll see how far I get with these girls, but we are going to come back to them. We're not going to forget them, and we'll get them standing up and looking gorgeous. All right, thanks again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. There's going to be a lot more to come. Thanks again. Bye-bye.